about to get a cooking demonstration, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go inside.
My Saturday. Wow.
We are in the kitchen of Fluff Bakery, and I'm with owner Jessica Kopowitz, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what Fluff actually does.
So Fluff Bakery and Catering, we started out doing mainly baked goods and getting into box lunches for offices and local community members. And we also expanded to take lunches here in the store, so that students, as they're running by to go to class, can easily pick up fresh, quality sandwiches to take with them.
So with Thanksgiving just around the corner, pumpkin stuff is everywhere, and Jessica is here to kind of give us a little bit of a treat with pumpkin, right?
Sure. And the important thing, again, is to learn, if you're buying local, or if you're doing things from scratch, actually knowing how to prepare things. So if you start with pie pumpkins, you actually don't get a lot of meat from these. So you actually have to roast off quite a few to get what you need, but the taste is worth it, and it's really not that difficult to do. So we're actually going to roast off some pumpkin today and use the meat for, we make pumpkin cream cheese that we use for our peanut butter and cream cheese sandwiches, which are phenomenal.
Okay.
So to prepare, I just give these a rinse. These actually came from Starline Organics Farm. The other important thing too is to make sure when you get these, when you're preparing these, you want to scoop out all the insides. And what I'll do, you want to preheat your oven to, I would say 350. We're going to go for about 15 minutes one side, then we'll flip them for another 15 minutes.
So after the pumpkins have been roasted, what goes on next?
Well, I'm going to give you the easy version. You don't get to see me cleaning them, but you come up with the pulp or the meat of the pumpkin, and you actually you scoop it out, and we blend it up in a food processor. So I have about 2 pounds of pumpkin or cream cheese here, not pumpkin cream cheese, and in the cream cheese, I let sit out until it gets to be room temperature. I use a food processor, which we're lucky to have, but you could also do it by hand. So if it's at room temperature, it's much easier to stir.
Now, how many packets of cream cheese could someone get from like the local grocery store?
Well,
that would be a good amount for them.
I would say you could just do 2. They're 8 ounces a piece, and that would be plenty. So I'm going to go ahead and I like to actually chunk it up a little bit before I throw it into the processor. That way it blends a lot nicer. And food processors can take a lot, so it's okay if you stuff everything in there. It'll work. So we're going to add a cup of the pumpkin to our 2 pounds of cream cheese. All right, next we're going to add a bit of brown sugar. It's about 1/4 of a cup. You can see I'm not measuring. I will taste it after I'm done, but it's about 1/4 of a cup. I'm just going to pulse it. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to give about 2 shakes, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg goes a long way. And actually, nutmeg's a great spice because it's kind of encompasses all the holidays.
Yeah, and that's right around the corner.
Yeah,
so perfect.
Yeah, it smells great. And the other piece of nutmeg too is you can use it in savory sauces, and it gives a nice flavor. It's like that. It's that flavor that's like, oh, what is that? Yeah, it's really interesting. So you can use nutmeg in a lot.
So now that the cream cheese is all whipped up, what are we going to do with it?
Well, I thought in order for you to taste it and to try out one of the products we have here, we actually do I call it the Fluff Chicks PB&J. So it's a different.
It's a great name.
It's a different peanut butter and traditional jelly sandwich every week. So since pumpkins are in season, right now we're doing pumpkin cream cheese and peanut butter. And we bake our own bread, so I'm going to give you a little taste of the wheat bread, peanut butter, and pumpkin cream cheese. Cheers.
That's delicious. It really does taste almost like pumpkin cheesecake or something. It's so good. Such a fun little recipe, so thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
If you want to eat something that has locally grown products and is made from scratch, check out Fluff Bakery. And you know what? I am stuffed off the peanut butter and pumpkin flavored cream cheese sandwiches. They were awesome, and hopefully it's a recipe you can make at home. I'm on the scene, Kristiludlow.